Today we look into the intricate aspects of Kenyan constitutional law to understand the various legal mechanisms available for either unseating a sitting president or declaring the office vacant. Number one is through impeachment. Article 145 of the Kenyan Constitution provides that the impeachment process starts with a motion in the National Assembly. If at least a third of the members support it, they can initiate impeachment on grounds like gross misconduct or violation of the Constitution, or inability to perform the functions of the office. Once the motion passes, it heads to the Senate for a trial. The Senate forms a special committee to investigate the charges. The president is given a fair chance to defend himself. If 2/3 of the Senate members find the president guilty, he is officially removed from office. Number two is through resignation. The president can choose to step down by submitting a written notice to the Speaker of the National Assembly as per Article 146 of the Constitution. The resignation takes effect immediately upon receipt of the notice. Number three is through death. While it's a somber thought, death is a natural part of life and it doesn't spare anyone, not even the president. Article 146 provides that in the unfortunate event of the president's death, the deputy president assumes office for the remainder of the term. Physical or mental incapacity is another route under Article 144 of the Constitution. The procedure is initiated by a motion supported by at least a quarter of the members of the National Assembly. Once the motion is presented, a resolution by a majority of the National Assembly is required to proceed. Upon passing the resolution, the Chief Justice forms a tribunal tasked with investigating the president's incapacity and reporting its findings to the National Assembly. If the tribunal concludes that the president is incapable of performing the functions of the office, the National Assembly must then vote to adopt the tribunal's report. If the report is adopted by a majority vote, the president ceases to hold office. Number five is through civil unrest, the people's voice. Although not a formal legal process, the Constitution recognizes the right to peaceful protest under Article 37. Civil unrest can apply immense pressure on a sitting president to step down. Large-scale demonstrations and strike can disrupt governance. Continuous unrest can lead to political pressure from within the president's party and allies. In extreme cases, this pressure can result in the president resigning to restore peace. Number six is through a coup. A coup is an unconstitutional and forceful removal of a government, often by the military. This is a drastic and illegal measure, but it's important to understand its implications. Coups are met with severe international condemnation and sanctions. It often leads to prolonged instability until a return to civilian rule is established. So there you have it. By understanding these processes, we not only appreciate the complexity of governance, but also the importance of legal frameworks in maintaining stability and accountability. Remember, the power ultimately lies with the people, and through peaceful and legal means, significant change can be achieved.